Sorry for the delay. Thanks for your patience. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Mondays with Max, everybody. Good to see you, everybody. All 56 of you. Appreciate you all for being here. Yeah, I got that flannel rolling. It's gonna be warm here actually towards the end of the week, but still cold enough to wear a flannel right now, that's for sure. Well, let's see who all is here, and then I will get into the fun. Let's see. Son of a Rabbit being first. Good to see you, sir. Game with Smoky Dan, Kylo Rosa, Scott Sheffield, Steven Cicero, Kylo. I already said Kylo Rosa. Let's see. Alltrack, Nas City, Dakota Miner, Lest Dog C57, Tim I Am Crypto, Nick Riley, Paddywhack Miner, Landmine Crypto, Gordon Murray, Burn, 4J. Yes, I was late. Let's see. Cody Johnson, good to see you. I don't know if you've been here before. Maybe silent viewer, but good to see you nonetheless. The dude is here. It's a party now. Crypto Crag, T Gig. I think I said Landmine Crypto already. All for you miners. Oval Bortech. Oh, heck yeah. CZ Bastard. All set. I think I already said. Let's see. IEEE. I think I've already said I used to be president of IEEE at my college. Chuck Danger. Geek of all trades is here. It's definitely a party now. Can't stay long. Just stop to smash that like button like you degens should be doing. What do you mean you can't stay? I know, you've been busy. Sherlock's, Cook 4015, Strange Tamer, Galaxy 9 Synthesis, Tob Tebow. It jumped, so I'm just going to kind of Black Hat Team and scan up Integra Guy. And if I missed anybody, I do apologize. I think I got pretty much everybody. Oh, Strange Tamer, I don't think I said. I think that pretty much gets to everybody, but I appreciate you guys all for being here. Why the heck do I have it on studio mode? How do I get out of studio mode? My producer was trying something.
I was just trying to get it to start. Stupid thing.
We are having technical difficulties tonight. There we go.
Technology, god damn it.
All right. It seems to be working. It says click here to continue with edited version. All right. If that would, there we go. Now it went away. Excellent. Okay. Dokie.
I have no comments on it.
Oh, you don't have any comments? You know, I don't think I have any comments either. Or do I? Nope. No comments on EVMux. Because I started this a different way. So just relax. A little stressful beforehand, and she's very much a, what do they call it? An empath. So she was she's now channeling my anger that I had about 15 minutes ago. So anyway. Alrighty, well, let's get started. So I got, in case you haven't been watching my channel, I got an X16 P from Jasminer to try out. It's the one that Chum Change had for the last 2 weeks, and I got it up and running, and I have to say I am enjoying it. Learned kind of a whole bunch of different things and came up with an idea that I will mine a different coin every day. So I started mining it on Saturday. I mined Ethereum Classic for the first 24 hours or so. And now I've been mining Larissa, which is a brand new coin. Was profitable. I can't really complain about that. Let me see if I can. Oh yes, and it was I'm definitely stealing Geek of All Trades idea. I okayed it with him first, but yeah, it'll be a different coin every single day for the next 2 weeks. At least I will try. I've got like the first 9. I don't have all the way up to 14, but I think I can make it to 14 with just Ethereum of all things. But like I said, I got up to 9, and I'll show you kind of how I'm doing it, because it's kind of makes it a lot easier the way I'm doing it. That's why just kind of a journey to try to figure out how I was going to do this. And I was like, wow, this is like super simple. But let me make sure there's nothing on here. I don't think oh no, my IP address is on here. I didn't figure, I didn't trust you with the T. So no, I did not try the T. So here's what I'm going to do. I do not want to show my IP address. So I'm going to have to go down to there. 15%? 15%? Damn, that's steep. That's really steep. Anyway. All right. Well, I'm going to show you this because right below it is where my IP address is. In fact, this shows the MAC address. I don't even want to show that of the device. That's the machine ID. That's okay. All right. And then I will jump back to it and try to show you a little bit different. But this is what I found interesting. So when I was mining ETC, it was showing me like normal hash rate, no problem. As soon as I switched to this other pool, it was fine until I added ZIL. So right now I'm mining Larissa and ZIL. And you know, it's doing really well. Yeah, we can leave it on that. But anyway, let me jump over to this. Share screen. Share entire screen. That's the one I want to share, and add to scene. There we go. So this is my window that I have for showing the other things. But anyway, so you can see it shows 0, which I find very, very interesting. But it is, I know for a fact, it's hashing. And I will show you the results here in a second. But I will show you the ETC results first. Then I will show you the Larissa results. And yes, I am doing it where yes, at the particular pool that I'm doing it in, I do get paid out in the same coin, and I'm mostly moving it to ZegX. Is where I'm moving all of this coin to, unless I can't, and then I move it somewhere else. So I know one of the coins, I forget which one, I actually have set up to go to, I think Tangem, I think. I don't know. I don't even remember. Like I said, I set all this up like a day and a half ago. So anyway, but you can see it's 0, but it isn't 0. So anyway, like I said, I just wanted to point that out. It might just be a bug. Like I said, the DAG loading progress seems to be stuck at 99, and it's not. So I'm guessing that has something to do with the ZIL, that it's waiting for the ZIL to actually like say that it's finished. I don't know. All right, Geek of All Trades, Scott Chef. Hang on, let me scroll down, make sure I'm getting it. Yeah, use that sex exchange. Just wash your hands when you're done. Yikes. Does it work on unmineable? Yeah, but then I'm not technically mining 14 different coins. I'm really just mining ETC to other coins. So it probably does. What was that? Oh, yuck ZIL. Yeah, well, if it adds some extra profitability, I'm going to show that. I'm going to try to show it in its best light. And it does add a little bit. Adds about 10%. So, hey, if it's, hey, the DJ way, if it's money, it's money. If you can exchange it for other cryptos, then go ahead. I have to admit, I didn't have any ZIL. I cashed out all my ZIL. Not a huge ZIL fan, but I'm gonna, on this particular occasion, I am going to mine with ZIL because not everything that can mine on this particular pool can mine ZIL, but X16 specifically can. So I wanted to try it. And like I said, it's been getting good results. So anyway, let me jump to the results. So this was the results of my first 24 hours or so of mining. Basically came out to around, it's gone down. It was at about $16, but basically 645, sorry, 645, 0.645 ETC. So did okay, but I could do better. So let me just make sure. Hang on, I'm going to take this off the screen really quick. I want to make sure that I'm not showing anything that I don't want to show. And let me do a refresh on this too. All right. And this one actually is very volatile. It's a brand new coin. So it's very volatile in price. But anyway, let me bring it up here. And let me make it bigger so you can see it. So I know I hadn't shared it yet. Okay, now add to scene. There we go. Okay. So this is the results from the last 24 hours. I mean, obviously you can see I've been over 24 hours because the reward is higher on Larissa than it is on the 24-hour. Uh, Basically, I was having, well, because that zero kept showing up, I didn't know whether it was actually mining ZIL or not. And finally just decided to let it go to see what would happen and then figured out everything was fine. But in the last 24 hours, $4 in ZIL and 23.59. So for $27.62. For a portion of the day, I was at about $30 for 24 hours, but Larissa must have reduced in price during that period of time. This estimate does not seem to be a very good estimate. Maybe it's mining less now than it was mining before. Maybe the hash rate has gone up. I haven't actually looked at that. But $27 a day, pretty darn good. I mean, if you take the 9,000 divided by 2762, you're looking at right around a year. If you do it, say it's $30. Now, again, that's higher than what it is, but if it was $30, it would be a year. So it's just over a year break even based upon mining this coin and nothing else changing, obviously. But that's not bad. When I was originally looking at this, I was looking more about the $15 mark per day. And I'm like, well, that's about 2 years. That's kind of a little rough. But this one impressed me. And let me, so you may be thinking, okay, well, where did I come up with Larissa or the idea for a lot of these coins? There were two different places I came up with ideas. One was hashrate.no, which is obviously what I have up in front of me. And then I went into ASICs and then went into the Jasminer X16 P. And then you have all of these. You can see Larissa was on the top. Now it's come down, but I'll be doing Kanxium, BitMoney, POW Blocks, Aves, Dogether, EGAZ, Octaspace, Callisto. I think I set up Ethereum POW. I'm not sure. Obviously, I already did Ethereum Classic. I probably won't do Nice Hash just because I never mined a Nice Hash. And if I mine for a day to Nice Hash, I won't have enough for anything. So unless maybe I roll it and gamble it in something, I guess. But I probably won't be doing that one.
I want to know, can it do EVGA?
Can it do EVGA? Probably. I haven't seen anything that it can't do. I mean, I'm going to try all of these coins. If we go to mining pools, stats.stream, you said EVGA. Oh, what am I doing? Let's go to how did I look at this before? I don't really want to search coins. Oh, that's right. That's what I did. Yeah, here's, once you click on one, then it gives you everything that is under ASIC ETH hash. And you said EVGA. EVGA. That's a good question. Yeah. So this is the pool I'm using actually. This might even be in the list of the ones that I'm already planning on doing. So let me switch over to this. So this was the results. But now if we look at wallets, do I have EVGA? I do. So that's right there. That one is in the list. I will be doing that one. But these are all the ones I plan on doing. Obviously, I've already done Larissa. And ETC I did through 2 miners, so I didn't do it through here. But here's the list. So you got one. So the one I did ETC 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 so far. So actually one more than the 9 I thought. So I will be doing at least those. And it was one of those things where I kind of just got these really easily. And I'm like, I'll worry about the other ones next weekend. I'll have a few days after that to add to this. So I just really wanted to get this thing going. So the next one I'll be doing, and this is what I really liked about this, was the ability to change has nothing to do with the machine. It's everything to do with the pool. So you actually change your miner on the pool. So if we go to workers, here's my Jasminer, and I click change mining. Click there, and I'll just change it now since we've already looked at the results. And I will be able to make my video tonight, my short. But let's go to change mining. Leave unchanged, leave unchanged. And then what should I do next, guys? What would you like me to do next? I was kind of thinking of Kanxium, which is CAU. What do you guys want me to do? Oh, bacon, eggs, and hash. You use it a lot. I just discovered it by accident. And for spec mining, this is awesome. I mean, the ability to change so easily between is amazing. Crypto Craig says that project has an interesting use case. Oh, EVGA? Cool. Let's see. Oh, Bacon, Eggs, and Hash just saying hi. Well, hi, Bacon, Eggs, and Hash. And Joker Miner is here. Let's see if I missed any other tags. No, I am not mining Ethereum. I can't mine Litecoin with this thing. That's script. All these people are suggesting things that they know darn well that this thing can do. No, I know, but I'm just saying. Let's see. I'm going back up and looking. What? Max with an ASIC? S Chang. I know. Really? I hear you. And I was expecting to say, yeah, don't even bother. But I've been really impressed with this thing. Oh, I'm no fun. Well, you knew that, Oval Boar. I am no fun. This is the no fun stream. Hey, hello, Hawk. Hello, Chump. I didn't say hello earlier. So, all right, let me scroll down. Let's see. Did anybody give me a valid suggestion? No. It does not appear so. All right. I'm going to mine CAU because Scott Sheffield actually answered the question. So there you have it. And then you just basically go change. And now if I go back to, hang on, for whatever reason, it brought it up in Edge browser. So I have just left it. This will change. The DAG will reload. No, I am not going to sell my 4090s for ASICs. And we will go over that tonight. I'll do it towards the end because I know some people don't care about, I'll give them the opportunity to tune out when we start talking about things that they are not interested in. But I did want to make sure that I highlighted something briefly as far as why it's really profitable right now to do VAST. So anyway, yep, it has not. Let me do a refresh. It does not appear like it has changed anything here yet. Let's see if it changes. DAG loading progress shows 0. Usually takes a little bit. Right now it shows disconnect, but it does that when the DAG's loading. Let's see, it shows connected. It shows this active. Maybe it doesn't reload it. I assumed it was going to reload the DAG. I swear that's what it... Well, I guess it did that when I changed from one pool to another pool. So maybe that's the difference. But let's go back to summary. Yeah, there it is. There's the hash rate. 5.92 G with one worker. And so it will start doing that. And then this will go away. Though the other cool thing I liked about this was it actually shows you like what you would do if you were mining. Well, it gives you enough information that you can figure it out. It shows you what you would do if you were mining solo. So like for mine, I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 in the last 24 hours. And my reward was 169 in the last 24 hours.
Only 6 tabs open. Must be seeking treatment.
Okay.
6 tabs on that window.
Hold on a second. Who said that? Broke Miner. Okay, then you obviously haven't been paying close enough attention to my streams because I always have a specific window with only the things I am going to go over for that. So I actually open up a new window and drag existing tabs or create new tabs. In this case, I was seeking some treatment. I drag tabs into here and as opposed to creating duplicate tabs, which I usually do. So, but that's why. That's why. No, I can show you other windows that will trigger people. I have plenty of those to show, but I'll spare you. I don't want to trigger anybody here. The only thing I don't like about this pool so far, I mean, there may be other things I won't like, is the fact that there isn't an auto refresh. You have to refresh it yourself. Again, I'm nitpicking. It's not that big of a deal. But yeah, you can see right now the hash rate is now non-existent, which is weird, but it does at 2% account lock.
I can't put it up because I don't have comments, but Crypto Craig did today.
Crypto Craig with the 1234 Sunflower Mama Swear Jar Fund. LOL. Did you swear? Oh, okay. I missed that. I guess I'm just used to it. Did I read about the Satoshi Craig Wright case today? No, I did not. I remember that there was some guy, maybe it was Craig Wright, that was being accused of being Satoshi. I didn't know that there was a case. Somebody suing somebody else, I guess. Yeah, bacon, eggs, and hash. Switching on the fly is a great feature. Yeah, I that's awesome. It is weird though that the hash rate is not showing anything, but it did just start. So it may take a little bit for it to kind of get an average to get going, but we'll see. I'm hoping that it just switches naturally, but we'll see. Dom G said, who owned this Jasminer? Is it RPM or CCXD? Can I get it too for a couple of days, maybe a month? LMAO. Who is eventually going to own this? I'm not sure. It'll probably either be Red Panda or it'll be going back to Jasminer. I don't remember that part of the arrangement. But obviously this was going on a tour to get exposure for it. And I was kind of like, yeah, it'll be fun to try out an ASIC. I've never had an ASIC before. I see the allure now. Definitely see the allure of it. It is stupid simple to set up. And the specific thing I like about the X16 or any of these ETH miners is there's a ton of coins to mine with them. Oh, Panda keeps it? Okay. I wasn't sure. Maybe I'll hold out. Just kidding, Panda. True. I haven't seen him here. So unless he shows up to my stream, I'm not giving it to him. I don't think so. And actually, they are arranging shipment from place to place. So that's all being arranged. So I will get a shipping label as to who I am shipping it to next. So we'll see where that is once I get it. Oh, Bacon Eggs and Hash, you can always download an auto refresh extension. Like I said, I was nitpicking. I really don't see it as that big of a deal. I can click as well as anybody else, and there's the hash rate again. So, yeah, obviously it was just the fact that it's just starting. So, yeah, I don't know. I really like this pool. Oh, the other thing I really like about it is, so I've got balance entries. No. Wallets? No. Payouts. This is what I was talking about. So I can just let this go, and whenever I want to withdraw, I can withdraw. So like when I'm doing this day to day, I will let the actual quantities go down. I have to remember the $3.40 because got to know how much ZIL. Although pretty much the ZIL I'm going to average out day to day when I come up with how much can you make on this miner mining each of these coins, as opposed to, you know, this particular one had a couple failures in it. So with ZIL, because I didn't know how to set it up initially. But anyway, that's just all about the statistics at the end of the day. But yeah, I like the fact that now that I'm done with Larissa, I can wait until everything is paid out and then click withdraw. Joker Miner with the $1.99. Hello to you as well. Oh, speaking of that, Joker Miner, or speaking of the fact that you just did that, I scheduled my chiropractor appointment for Thursday with a Palmer College graduate. So thank you very much for the search. Appreciate it. Travelers Travels member for 11 months. Wow. Thank you very much, sir. Overboard Tech has a General Max Edition GPU now too. What? A General what? Oh, got it. He's got a flannel one as well. Did he actually plug his in? Did you try plugging it in, Overboard Tech? Did you get a flannel one? Inquiring minds want to know. Integra guy, been a member for 22 months. Yes, you are flexing. Nice. All right. So the Travel shipped me an R9 and the rest of the fabric. I made a copycat. LOL. Mine is dead. Got it. Oh, so he just sent you the fabric. Got it. I thought he sent me the rest of the fabric. He was. Yeah. Integra guy was the first member. The first member. What did you say? Yes, ding, ding, ding. Let's see. Padwick Miner, once you start down the dark path, forever will it dominate your destiny. Crypto Yoda. Yes, I guess the dark path of ASICs. So I started thinking about it. I'm like, okay, this thing's $9,000. Okay. It's 5.8 gigahash. What kind of cards would I need to get 5.8 gigahash? That's a lot. So a 3090 is about 120. So if you said, let's just say you get 3090s for $500. So that's a lot of 3090s to get to 5.8 gigahash. A lot. That's yeah, like 50 times 500. That's 25 grand in 3090s. I don't know what Ethereum does on 4090s. Anybody know what Ethereum does on 4090s? I have not tested any of my 4090s on Ethereum. Overboard Tech, you should know that. What is it? What does a 4090 get on Ethereum or ETC hash? Hello, hobbyist miner. Good to see you, sir. Waiting on an answer, Overboard Tech. Chop, chop. Gotta have it. Worse than the oh, that's right, because of memory. That's right. I forgot about that. So regardless, if you want, yeah, obviously you don't do etc on GPUs. My point is that if you wanted to mine Ethereum or etc hash, ETH hash, whatever, this is really the only way to do it. And you have so many things you can mine. It is versatile. Again, not because of it can mine multiple algorithms, but that it can mine so many different coins because there's so many different. It's kind of like if there was a ASIC that could do ProgPow and all of its variations, ProgPow, Kapow, FearoPow, you know, you name it, anything that's based on ProgPow. If there was one, which I don't think there ever will be one, that's the reason why they made ProgPow, was to be ASIC resistant. But that would be interesting because there are so many different coins that are on that algorithm. So I really like this thing. I really do. And like I said, and you get to mine some kind of fun coins that are brand new. I have no idea. I'm not usually a spec miner, but I'm finding this fun. Yeah, like I said, just doing something different, being able to talk about something different. It's been, I don't know, like the last couple of days, I've had really enjoyed it. I feel like I'm just like staring at this thing, like, how's it doing now? How's it doing now? How's it doing now? Going downstairs, making sure my power is still good, making sure it doesn't spike. I have barely enough room right now to fit this within the power budget, but I did have to shut off my Octominer and my 3060 Ti 3070 rig. So basically, it was 17 GPUs I had to shut down to run this one ASIC. But again, those 17 GPUs, I mean, in Octominer, I could get a lot of money for those GPUs. I mean, you're talking, let's just say an average of $300 for those 17. Hang on, I'm going to do the math because I don't feel like doing it in my head. 300 times 17. That's like halfway to this unit. That doesn't even include all the other stuff. And again, these are cards that are not like super powerful cards. I mean, the amount of hash rate I could get, or even the comparable payout, I would have to, I get about $15 to $20 a day maximum out of all of my GPUs, because I have another 7 GPUs that are running. I have a total of 24 GPUs plus my computer's GPU, which is 25. So I have a considerable amount running, but like I said, I'd have to add up all of those to get comparable and be using more power. About not quite 1,000, probably about 700 to 800 watts more to get much less as far as Ethereum hash rate. Anyway, you guys get the idea. Who said he can't afford the electric? Can't afford the electric. But again, if it's profitable, or you know what? I have no idea. Hey, Hawk, would you guys be willing to host these at Terra? Not trying to put you on the spot. Hey, Red Fox, good to see you, sir. Again, this is one of those things where it's probably too new to have been integrated into Foreman. So I have no idea. That would probably be a question for Mining King. But yeah, I mean, this thing seems rock solid. It's no louder than my Octominer. It's about the same on efficiency mode, which efficiency mode, from what Chump already tested, seems to be the way to go. I wasn't going to redo what he had already done. So I'm just running it on efficiency mode and then doing a comparison between all of these different coins. Rabbit Mining's here too. Good to see you, sir. Have you tried Ton yet? With GPUs seems to be making bank with rentals. No, I haven't. There's been a lot of other things I've seen on Vast. I thought Ton was done. I thought they had a certain quota that they met and then they were going to be done. Is Ton back with additional quota? I hadn't heard that. Yeah, interesting. Very interesting. 98 people here. Good to see you all. Appreciate you guys all for being here. Vast and mining rig rentals. Okay. No, I haven't seen Ton on any of my rigs yet. But I have seen like QLI Runner, which is like Kwai coin or something like that. I've seen that on there a lot. And that hasn't even been, it's like either just been released or not quite released yet. I'm not sure exactly where it is in its release schedule, but I do find it interesting that I have seen a lot of people mining that. So people think that's going places. And a little birdie had also told me about it, said, hey, you guys might want to look into this. Somebody who I think would be in the know. Again, I have not started mining it yet, but found it interesting. Oh, this is Ton new. No, I was not aware of Ton. I have to look into it. Maybe that'll be another one I do. Although it probably isn't. Is it on an exchange yet, Rabid? I'm guessing it probably isn't yet because it's probably brand new. I just hate running nodes and core wallets and all that kind of stuff. Oh, okay. Traveler's Travel says, I'd love an X16Q, but my taxes, I'm poor, so I get what I can, but really like my little iPolos. Yeah, iPolos are cool. Like I said, this one's just super, super efficient for what you get. So, anyway, any questions about the X16P before I move on to another subject? Because I've been talking about it for quite a while, but I also don't want to like go right past it. Yeah, that's why rentals are in FOMO mode right now. Okay, I don't see any other questions. But anyway, hit me up on DMs, post in the comments if you're watching this afterwards. If you have any questions about the X16P, like I said, I am impressed. Things heavy. I know Chump commented about how heavy this thing is. Yeah, it's heavy. Let's just say I was really sore. Saturday night was probably one of the first times in a long time that my hip was sore and woke me up early the next day because I was in a little bit of pain. I can't relate it to anything other than the fact that I was carrying that thing around for a little while, getting it to its resting place in the basement. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, let me just do one more thing. Let's go back to summary here. And that's got an estimate. I don't have any payouts yet, but does estimate 18.66. Let me do a refresh, see if I've gotten any balance yet. I have not tried the T, and I don't trust the T. I think I'll just let it be. Just let it be. All right. Moving on to the next subject. Make up my mind. So I was having a conversation with King. So this is all his fault. And was talking about migrating from from what I currently have to the TP-Link Omada system. And man, I had it in a cart. I was all ready to purchase it. Like, I'm gonna give it a day. And then I had a conversation with him, and he's like, you could make the transition really easy by just leaving all of your mining stuff on one VLAN, and that you leave that on the .0 VLAN, and then you make your regular LAN, all your networking equipment on a different subnet. I'm like, okay, well, if I do that probably wouldn't be too difficult to do with what I currently have. So why not just keep what I have? So that was the train I was on, and currently am on. And so I was like, yeah, but that doesn't fix my Wi-Fi issue, except I have one of these. So, which has been sitting around since I got the Wi-Fi switch. Not the Wi-Fi switch, the Ubiquiti 48 port switch. This came with it, or was available with it. And so I have this just sitting around. So I'm like, I could just turn off the Wi-Fi on the MikroTik and hook this up as an AP and still run it either with a cloud key, which I don't currently have. I could create a cloud key in a VM, or I can do what I currently do, which is just run something from my computer anytime I need to make a change, and then I can just shut it off and everything runs. I don't get statistics or anything, but everything runs as configured. So the only problem with this is the current router I have is not PoE. So I picked up a gigabit PoE. And so the one drawback of going this route is I will not have access to a 2.5 gig link. Now I do have 2.5 gig going into the network because from my Comcast gateway into my router is a 2.5 gig link. Just everything coming out of that is 1 gig. So as long as everything's using, so any one computer can't take more than 1 gig, but the overall network capacity could get up to 2 gig download. So, because right now I have like my daughter's computer on a different leg coming out of that router than what's on my computer. So I'm unboxing this thing. So this is the way it looks when it comes out. Obviously, you have a little instruction guide. You have your, it's just like a deck of cards, basically. It's wrapped up in plastic. I'm not going to wrap it right now, but basically all you do is this is the input, and then there is the DC input, and then there's the powered PoE coming out, and basically you run a cable from this to the AP into the back, which is right back there. I think that's the primary port, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yes, that one says main. So I'm not going to run 2 ports. I'm just going to run 1. And then it comes with a cord to run from your router to your, well, you can use it for either, but it runs from one or the other. So I'm going to use this to run from the router to the PoE injector, and then use my existing cable to run from the PoE injector to the AP that I'm going to mount on the wall right over here eventually. First thing is we're just going to kind of prop it up and see how it works as compared to the current setup. I'm sure the signal is going to be much stronger. I just don't know how much stronger. It will not be as strong, I don't believe, as the TP-Link will be, but I think it will be good enough, and certainly much better than what we currently have. So I like this as a cheap solution. This is only $20, a little under $20 to get that PoE injector. And yeah, so basically once I get that up and running, I can shut off the Wi-Fi on the router itself, and then set that up as the same SSID as I had, and everything else should just kind of reconnect as is and not know any different. So hopefully all of that will go as planned. I'm not doing that tonight. Probably will do that later in the week, most likely, because after this I got to make my short. So anyway, that is the plan for right now. Probably somewhere down the road I will switch to TP-Link Omada. I do really like it. I've watched many videos about it. People are like, well, why wouldn't you just use the Ubiquiti Unify? Yeah, you can, but I mean, there are 2 people in this world. There's Apple users and Android users, and the people who are Apple users tend to go towards Unify. Nothing wrong with that. It's pretty, has a great unboxing experience. It has limitations. TP-Link has some of those same limitations. So right now I'd say it's like an early Android. I think at some point they will implement things that Ubiquiti is not. So thank you, Joker Miner, for the $4.99 super chat. Go full screen. We can't see what you're holding up. Oh, sorry. All right, let me show you. So that, like I said, look at how it's really small. I mean, it's a PoE injector. It has a AC to DC power brick to power it. Only takes 9 watts to power this. So I have to have a place to put the 4090s. So right now, I am like just it makes my stomach turn. I shouldn't have extended out my contracts. I could just turn off certain things and move things around. So okay, we'll talk about that at the end because I know there's other people that don't want to talk about VAST. So we'll get back to that later. But no, the idea is not necessarily to spend the networking money if I don't have to. It's just a matter of it doesn't make sense to do it if I have another solution that is easier than changing everything out. That's what I'm saying. Is everything's in place, all the cables are run. You know, the only thing I will need to do is do some configuration. It will take more time than it would on like a single pane of glass type system. But because I'm not changing that many things, it shouldn't take that much. The first thing I need, yeah, it is kind of like a dinner plate. It's kind of here. Dinner is served. Anyway, so that is what I'm doing there. What else did I say I was gonna do? Oh, the DJ versus. I'm gonna have to look this up though. Because the auto thing hasn't been working, which is a real bummer. Every time I go to refresh, it says I go in and it says that there's an error looking up the prices. So give me a second while I look up the prices. So coin market cap, let's see, Caspa. Yeah, I'm really disappointed because I went live early because of DJ and I haven't seen him here. Anybody seen DJ here? Was he here? Well, I was 7 minutes late. It wasn't like I started at 8:15 or 8:30 like I did last week. All right, Caspa. Whoa, that's below 10 cents, 0.9996. And LTC, yes, red is bad. And LTC is at 68.01. So hang on. 0.09996. All right, that's that one. And then this one was, what was it? 68. Well, overboard, the rest of it's going to be fast anyway, so you won't care about that. 68.01. Oh, got it. Exactly. Let's see, 68.01. All right. And yes, be prepared. It is not in dark mode. Okay, not in dark mode. So it's going to be very, very bright. Very bright. So getting ready. Squint your eyes, little ones. Yeah, dim your screens. So here it comes. Add to scene. All right. So Caspa is down 8.29%, while Litecoin is up by 3.63%. I like money. Does DJ like money? I just love this because all I did, he kept trashing on LTC by saying, and he's like, I wasn't trashing on it. Yes, you were. You were calling it old. You were calling it irrelevant. It's not. Okay, it's old, but it ain't irrelevant. Definitely not irrelevant. So, and none of those matter if all you care about is money. Because right now, if you're holding Litecoin versus Caspa, when we originally started this, you'd be doing better, significantly better with Litecoin. So we'll see how long this lasts. I got to get in my shots while I can, because I suspect, at least for a period of time, that Caspa will be higher. And this is not a short-term thing. I said we're going to measure it at the end of the year. So that's when the gentleman's bet will be decided. I'm not betting any money or anything like that. I just decided to do this because he was bugging me about LTC. So I just said, pick a coin to go up against LTC. And he just threw out Caspa. Okay. Okay. And I hold Caspa. I hold Caspa and LTC. Probably hold a little bit more LTC than I do Caspa. Bit more. But not too much more. So. Yes, I know. Believe me, I've thought of that. I'm like, it's like, gosh, I just saw all these spec mine coins. I'm like, nah, I'll just kind of just basically make this 2 weeks a spec mining journey, and we'll leave it and we'll come back to revisit it maybe once every 3 months or something to see where it's at. But make this kind of fun. If it all goes to zero, not a big deal. I've spent some money on some power. But the thing is when you're spec mining, it's not about every single coin. It's about the 1 out of 50 that skyrockets. So if one of the 50 takes off, it'll override everything else going to zero. So we'll see. We shall see. And I'm not saying any of these are going to zero. So I'm not saying they're all bad or they're all good. I don't know. I'm just mining them right now. Geek of All Trades said, wait, did someone say old and irrelevant? My ears were ringing. You are definitely not old and irrelevant. Not at least when you compare him to me. That's for sure. Give me a Smoky Dan says, I can see, but now I have color spots showing up. Thanks. Sorry. You have spots because it was just so bright. Anyway. All right. Well, I'll go away from that. Okay. So I've gone over that. This is not for this. We looked at that. We looked at that. I showed that. So, okay. So, AMA, anything you guys want to ask me, let me know. Did you see GoDaddy is link.ens address to websites now? What does ENS stand for, though? Like, why would anybody think to use .ens? Am I missing something? I'm not. I'm probably just forgetting that there's a natural, like, of course, duh. This is what it would indicate. But I can't think. I'm thinking ensemble, but that doesn't make any sense. Anyway, Overboard Tech, we are going to be heading into the vast AI side. So you might want to stick around because it'll probably help put you to sleep. Oh, interesting. I would not have thought of that. Indicates ETH network. Interesting. Overboard Techs. It's so nice. Can select only some sites too. ETH name service. Yep, got it. Gaming Smoking Dan says, now you say that all I can see is the Cookie Monster opening his mouth. Sunflower Mama. I didn't even see what you said.
The fan behind you, the lower fan looks like a face. You might not be able to see it. I look at my screen.
Oh, I did not notice that. That's from the EVGA logo, actually. Yep, things you can't unsee. I could change the. Anyway, all right. So wanted to show you some things about Vast where it's at currently, because this is why it's a good time to get in. Now, will it always be like this? I don't know. In the last day, well, here, let me just share the screen so I can show you. Add to scene. There we go. Let's see if I can get it a little bit bigger. All right. So there's really, you have 2 lower lines and 2 upper lines. The 2 upper lines are the rented and total GPUs available as unverified, and then the bottom 2 lines are as unverified. Now, what's interesting is if you look here, well, we had a little bit of a dip. You look at earlier, rented, there were only 21 available verified 4090s, and now it's gone up to 167. So it looks like there's a little bit of a drop off, nothing dramatic or anything, but there's a little bit of drop off in the demand finally. But you can see from the prices down here, well, actually it was worse just a little bit ago. Now it's at 37. Oh, I have it on unverified. So yeah, if the cheapest unverified 4090 that basically is available right now is right around 37 cents. A week ago, that was at like 25 cents, 25, 26 cents. So it has gone up considerably. This was higher just a little bit ago. And if I go to verified, you'll see it even bigger. Yeah. $1 is the cheapest unused. And this is probably why we've seen somewhat of a drop off. People are like, no, I'm not willing to pay $1. Because basically what happens is people jump off, they stay off for a little bit and then hope to come back on at a similar price. And the similar prices just simply aren't there. So this is significant. So if we look at, like, let's just say median, even go back to unverified. We go back to median of 40 cents. 40 cents. And again, you're looking at, let's just say it's 450 watts. It usually doesn't come out to that, but let's just say worst case, 450 watts. And I should have done 0.45, but divided by 1,000 times, let's say 12 cents, 0.12. Okay. Basically, you're looking at about 5 to 6 cents. Let's even just call it 6 cents. So, actually, let's do it even 5 cents just because it'll just be easier math. So basically, it's at median, you're looking at making net 35 cents an hour. 0.35 times 24. You're making $8.4 a day on one graphics card, assuming it stays rented, which occasionally it's not. But once you get somebody on, they usually stay on for a good amount of time. So then times that by 30, $250 a month, and times 12, you're looking at $3,000. Yeah, now you can see why I find this attractive. If you take $3,000, you can put that into a single motherboard, a CPU, memory. I'm talking a basic setup. Like an 8-core CPU, 64 gig of RAM. You can even do 32. It probably would still be rented for near that amount. 1 terabyte NVMe. I mean, easily be probably closer to around $700. So you take your about $2,000 4090 plus the 700. You paid that off in a year. Again, even if you say, well, it's only rented 90% of the time, which is what I've found on average across all my GPUs, is about 90%. So, I don't know. Red Panda showed up. Shh, don't tell him what we talked about earlier, okay? Shh, no, nothing. Be very quiet. Don't say anything in the chat, please. Please do not. Don't say anything about the X16 P. Anything I was talking about the X16 P. Okay. Mum's the word. Be our little secret from Red Panda. Well, thank you, Red Panda. Yes. That's a much better way of trying to encourage people to like than what I said. Yes. Smash the like or be banned. Anyway, how many likes do I have? I don't even know. I don't even know. All right. Anyway, sorry. Yes. Talking about can they compete? I don't know. I really don't know. It all depends on what their clients are willing to pay. That's really what it comes down to. I don't know. I mean, really, there's a market rate for these things. And as we can see, the market's growing. The supply is also growing. So the question is the supply going to outpace the demand or vice versa? Because obviously when this is a delicate market and everybody wants to be rented. So you don't make money unless you're rented. So we'll see. We shall see. Let's see what else is in here. That X16 P is mine. My precious. My precious. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. Maybe that shipping label will get lost. I swear to God, I mailed it. You only got the shipping label? I don't know how that happened. You only get an envelope instead of the full thing? I have no idea how that happened. It must have just gotten stolen. That's my story. What was that? Yeah, it must have gotten lost in customs. Customs took it. That's right. Shoot, I shouldn't be telling you all these things. I should tell you these things after the fact. Anyway, thank you, Red Panda. Red Panda, by the way, set all this up. So thank you so much. I appreciate being included. I'm really, really enjoying this. So again, thank you. Thank you. Speaking of that, let's go back. Let's all go to the lobby. All right. It still isn't showing a reward yet. Oh, what was that? Oh, there we go. Now we have some results. So it's predicting 1904. I just started, so but I just wanted to make sure I got something. And let's see where we're at on this. Oh, the luck's over here. So 43% on the luck. So this one looks like this one's going to be a little bit slower. As long as I can. I'm only supposed to keep it for 2 weeks, and then you're supposed to get it, and then other people are supposed to get it. So you let me know if I can keep it for longer. I will keep it. I will try to mine a different coin every single day for as long as I have it. I don't know how many coins or when I will actually run out. But yeah, so far I've mined ETC, Ethereum Classic, Larissa, and now I'm mining Coxium, I think is what it's called. I have no idea what any of these coins do. I just know that they make money. And so we'll see. We shall see. Larissa's still showing that 14 cents, that 0.92 is immature. So once that is mature, this is one of the things I really like about this, is the fact that you can go to payouts and then just go here and go withdraw. That's a beautiful thing. I really, really like that. It just makes the withdrawals so much easier as opposed to just timing them, and then you might have a little bit left in the actual pool, and like, oh, I gotta mine a little bit more to get the rest of it out, and you just never time it perfectly to get everything out. So anyway, what questions do you guys have? That was all I wanted to go over with fast. Right now I'm making about over the last couple days, it's like been like $54 a day on average. That's for 3 days. But I had a period of time where things were figuring out and trying to find, I upped the prices. So there was a period of time where they weren't rented. And then once they've been rented solid. Of course, I just said that out loud. Let me just make sure they're all still rented. Are they all still rented? Oh, yeah, let me get rid of the light screen since removes from scene. There we go. I don't want to blind you guys any more than I already have. It appears that they are all still rented. Yes, they are all still rented. Beautiful thing. So, yeah, I mean, like I said, I like it. It's passive income. And like I said, there is a challenge to it. There's, when it's down, what's the price? We're always trying to figure things out. Better way to skin the cat. All right, let me get back to the chat because I just covered it up. Hold on. Where did that just go? Well, that works too. I can just look at it up here. Overboard Tech is still here. He made it through. He made it through the Vast Talk. I am impressed. Oh, you had it muted. Okay, got it. Best 40 series I've tested so far is still bad value. Oh, the 4090 you're talking about, or the 4060 Ti, or the 4080 Super. Got it. Yeah, I don't know. I know Crewman really likes the 4060 Ti, which I found interesting. But again, that's because it's good on Core And that's a lot of the coins are core dependent right now, not so much memory dependent. Thank you, Joker Miner. I do like this flannel. Picked it especially out for tonight versus some of the other flannels that were my clean flannels. Let's see. Bacon, eggs, and hash. You'll make more solo mining on Larissa. Difficulty still pretty low. So interestingly enough, not really. I compared that. So another thing I really like about this pool is it shows you. Let me go back to the summary. It shows you where your blocks are. So yeah, I got 17. I would have made one more Larissa. So yes, I would have slightly come out ahead because I had made 100. I'd done 17 blocks and made 169. Right? Let's see. No, I take it. Oh, but that was the last 24 hours. Yeah, at the time, it was comparable. Let's just put it that way. It wasn't significantly different that it would necessarily make me go one way or the other. So, but I do like I said, mining Zill at the same time. Liking this, liking it a lot. Oh, the one thing that it's going to do, I'll have to do some calculations. But the good thing about it is it will keep like what the total reward was. I'll just have to keep in mind like what the total amount of time was. And I can go back in this video to find out what I actually had when I made the change as far as reward for 24 hours. But yeah, like I said, this thing's great. This thing is great. Oh, I meant to ask, although Chump Change is probably in bed by now. Do you want me to burn those flags before I send them to you? I can also send that tea with it if you'd like. Let's see. Okay, so T-Gig says you have to flail to let Oval know you're finished with Vast. Oh, that's right. He's in here. You want the door? You want to see the open door? You like the two-tone door? Is that what I'm hearing? The wider shot? I can fix that. Oop, wrong way. Ooh, unnecessary zoom. Yeah, but I don't like it with seeing the lights up above. How's that? Is that better? That's the way you like it? Unnecessary zoom for those people that know. Yeah, it's a good thing I don't like oatmeal. Trust me. I think I've had oatmeal with shit in it. Let's just put it this way. Hell Week scarred me for life when it came to oatmeal. I cannot eat oatmeal. I don't have a big gag reflex, but you put oatmeal in my mouth and I gag. I cannot eat oatmeal. Yeah, it was some pretty nasty shit in that oatmeal. Think about the worst possible combinations of oatmeal. It was bad. Alrighty. Just brought back bad memories, chump. Thanks. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Okay. Fast segment's done. Are you satisfied? I'm sure that's all he wanted to accomplish. I'm going to make Max flail. I honestly, I don't know because I don't know. 76 likes. Don't make me do it. That's right. I don't do that on my stream because I only get about 100 people. So not likely to hit 100 likes. But I appreciate all 76 people that have hit the like button. Very much appreciate it. All right. We have been going for an hour and a little over an hour. What other questions do you guys have or comments? And again, please tag me if you really want me to read it. I'm trying to hit everything I can. Yes. Ontario Miner, it's the crypto tree. I appreciate you correcting whoever you needed to correct on that. Who is in the doorway? There's nobody in the doorway. Nice try. Necessary zoom, very necessary. Oh my gosh, guys, you guys should have seen Saturday Night Live before the pre-show. a goat had himself zoomed all the way in. It was just like his eyes. It looked hilarious. I wish he would have started the show that way. It would have been really funny. Maybe another time for that. Thank you, Nasity. I like the tree as well. I have no one to blame but myself. Okay. For going into fraternity, I'm sure. Okay, I'm back. Yes, fast is done. It's not on the screen. I didn't need to flail. If it's not on the screen, we're not talking about it. He did hit the like button when he came in for the record. I appreciate you clarifying that, because as opposed to everybody else here, I question whether or not you hit the like button. Everybody else I figure probably did. But you? Got it. Fair enough. I was only simply doing what I was asking what Panda wanted me to do with those flags before they got sent to you. Bacon, Eggs, and Hash. Can we count on more tax info, tips, and tricks? Yes, I'm trying to work that in. That's one I'm really motivated to do. It won't necessarily be tips and tricks, but I plan on doing a video about Koinly and taxes in general. I'm sure some people will agree with what I say. Some people won't agree. That's fine. I will be presenting what the guidelines of the IRS is, and you can do with that information what you will. I am a troll of character, sir. Yes, we all know that and love you for it, Mr. Ovalboard Tech. Max does tax. Well, thanks for the title. I appreciate that. I do only need 15 more likes. Well, I see 84, but I'm sure it probably went up to 85. Yeah, I use Koinly, so that'll work. So speaking of that, if you have not done your taxes yet, which you really shouldn't. So this is one thing I did want to hit on taxes. Don't do your taxes yet. Congress is still figuring out things that are going to most likely affect this year's taxes. It may only be one more thing left, but they've already passed one thing that's affecting the child tax credit. The other thing that they're trying to pass is something to do with there's an acronym and I can't think of what it's called. Basically, it's a limit on combined deductions of mortgage interest and property taxes. They're trying to increase that. Here's why that's important, like really important, because what's happened over the last 3 years since that bill had originally gone through with the Trump tax changes. Interest rates have gone up. They've doubled. It went from around 3% when that thing was passed up to around 6 to 7%. So got it. Well, I mean, there's going to be Canadians that need to know how to do taxes too. So, but yeah, I will definitely. Yeah. But anyway, I will definitely do a video as well as a live stream where people can ask questions. And again, I'm not a tax expert. I will be sharing what my understanding is, which may be incorrect. I suggest anybody, if you have questions, consult a qualified tax person, whether it be an accountant or a professional tax preparer, somebody that's experienced with crypto. For all of us is necessary. So definitely a good idea to do that. Anyway, I was going through something else and I lost my train of thought, but totally lost my train of thought. She's like, time to go then. I guess she wants to go gaming or something. Let's see. Anything else I see? I usually get, what I was saying was that thing may change before April 15th. And I think it's not so much if it's going to change, it's going to be whether it gets completely thrown away or whether they change the limit. I would like it if they really throw it away. I'm not sure if it'll change my taxes much, but right now, with the way real estate taxes are, I can't deduct the combination of my interest as well as my real estate taxes. It exceeds that 10 grand limit, which sucks. Maybe interview a prison inmate for tax evasion. That would be a good one. And it'd be, I'm sure it's under, low security prison, so it'd probably be pretty safe. That white collar crime, that's like freaking vacation. Not saying it's not fun. Or not saying that it's fun, but yeah, it would be. That's not a bad idea, actually. Although I'd have to find somebody who specifically was prosecuted and convicted of crypto tax evasion, and I haven't heard any stories about that. So I think that in the coming years, I think that we will find that. I believe, but we'll see. We shall see. Joker Miner saying go to bed. I'll probably be up for a few more hours, most likely. Vortex says, I hear they have conjugal visits there. I'm so glad I just happened to pick that one out of all of the comments. Greater Good Mining, LOL. It helps a lot with that level of complexity. Okay, what did Greater Good Mining say? Vortex, I guess I'd get really good at doing them if I had to do them that often. You talking about taxes? Panda's got what? You have to do them every 3 months? Oh, well, okay. If you have a business that is significant income, yeah, everybody should be doing their taxes kind of every 3 months, because you got to make payments. If you wait until the end of the year and you owe too much, then you're going to have to pay a penalty. So paying every 3 months in the US is a requirement. Thankfully or unthankfully, I don't make enough to trigger that. Plus, I'll have a lot of deductions this year. So business deductions. So Greater Good, thank you for showing up. Appreciate it. And what are we up to? I show 85 likes. I think that's pretty much our limit at this point. And losing viewers. So that tells me it is time to go. So appreciate you guys all for being here. Appreciate your patience at the beginning. Definitely learned a few things about EVMux and how to get it going when I start the stream in YouTube first, and then have to start it in EVMux, because I don't usually do it. I usually create it in EVMux and then push it to YouTube, and then it picks it up from there. So learn something new. Alrighty, guys. Thank you guys so much for being here, as always, and I will see you guys next Monday at 8 p.m. And keep an eye out for additional shorts, as well as should get out at least one long video this week. I'm not sure which one it's going to be, but probably the tax one, most likely. Anyway, guys, thanks again. Appreciate it. You guys all have a wonderful night. The General is out.